screen. Minneapolis making their way up. There's Grady. Grady Kloster dips over to Travis Hunter. Hunter shoots just wide. Puck goes rapid around. Number 5, that's Liam. Dietz shoots it in. Centennial tries to move, and they get picked off by Hunter. Hunter does a reverse. He gets pinned up against the boards. Regains control. Down there right now. Not sure he has that puck, but it's right out front. Another shot, just wide. Hunter with the puck. Looking for his defenseman. Tries a sauce. It hits off the glass in a funny bounce, but Minneapolis still has it. Tries a one-timer there by Casper. Casper right out in front. Right out to the Dietz. Hunter has it. Hunter throws up front. Oh, just bounces wide. Centennial tries to ring up the boards. Keeps it in as Kloster. They try to get out. There's Dietz right now. Dietz dumps it back and low. Casper now the puck. Casper tries to go out front off the back of the net. He throws it back to the defenseman there, which is Kloster. Nope, that's 4. 4, that's Patrick. Centennial finally gets it out of the zone. Here coming across the neutral zone. They dump it in to get a line change. Minneapolis back to go get it. Dietz now at the puck. Nice little pass up, gets broken up. He's feeding Liam Downey. Centennial front, a big save by Theo. No goal. That was hit off a hand into the net. High stick, so still 0-0.
That was pretty high.
That was pretty high. Yeah, all the way down it's going to go here. We're 7:59 here in the first period. Still 0-0 game. Let me see here if I get the numbers down right. 17's Downey. So we got Olsen and Kais back out there at D. Downey's off. Kloster's in. No, Downey's in. Kloster's taking the face off. Kloster pushes it over to Downey. Centennial gains control of the puck. Centennial behind the net. They lose control now. Centennial tries to bank off the nets. There's Beckett. Beckett, hard shot. That is blocked by Centennial. So Minneapolis tries to throw it out front. Centennial gets it. They can't get it out. There's a hard pressure as Olsen comes up. Olsen has the puck right now. He rings it over the boards. Centennial touch it. It'll be no ice. Centennial gets the puck behind their zone. They throw it up, trying for a breakout pass. Patrick tried to keep that in, but he breaks it up right now. A little scrum on the Centennial bench. Got this Kloster. Centennial comes out with there. Oh, Olsen tried to pick it off, and he gets picked off. Here comes Centennial down. Hard shot, just goes wide. Here's Patrick with the puck. He still has control. Patrick throws it behind the net over to Hunt. Cam Hunt loses that, but Olsen gets it. Olsen gets picked off, and it is offsides. We are at 6:54, first period, 0-0. They're not keeping shots on net, but if I were to guess, 7 Minneapolis, 3 Centennial. Here's a face-off right now. I don't know who took that. 6. It's Grant. Grant battling hard, and that's be another offside. So you have Casper, Grant Bodegard taking the face-off, and Travis Hunter, left wing. Here's the face-off one right now. Minneapolis wins control. Grant passes it back. And it's up to Hunter. Hunter gets the puck. He can't quite hang on. He circles back, throws out in front, just wide. Here goes Casper, gets the puck. Casper over to Hunter. Hunter can't get past the defenseman. So it's Hunter, Casper. Casper tries to find the D. Centennial picks it off. Centennial has control. Here comes Centennial. Enters Minneapolis zone. They throw that puck just wide. Grant goes to get the puck. Grant ships it over to Hunter. Hunter can't control. Nice hit by Patrick. There's Patrick now. Kicks up to the skate. Up to Casper. Beautiful pass. Casper gets picked off, and that'll be an offside here. We're 5:57 here in the first period. Still 0-0.
Does it send you a weird way? It must have been 15 turns. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Here's Kloster taking the face off. Minneapolis won it back to the D there. They couldn't get it in deep here. Here's Centennial. 17's a good-sized kid for Centennial. Minneapolis poked it off the puck off his stick. Here's Beckett. Beckett throws it up. Tried to fight Downey. And Beckett throws it up the boards, up to Downey. Downey loses it. Centennial comes back to regroup here, neutral ice. Centennial still hanging out. Now they're here. They're having the push. Enter Minneapolis zone. Gets around Olsen. Big hit by Beckett. That was a beauty. Throws that up Minneapolis. Minneapolis pretty physical here early on here, even though they don't seem like they're the bigger team. And Centennial's a call for that. It's a hard hit. And the bench for Centennial doesn't like that. Hands stretched out there, and that's what they're going to call. Probably early on in the Bantam season, they'll probably be a little pickier with the calls. Gave him a roughing call here. So at 5:03 here in the first period, 0-0, Minneapolis power play. You got Cam Hunt, Travis Hunter, Patrick Willemy. Let's see here. 5 is Dietz. And Grant Beauregard. So Grant's taking the face-off right now. He wins that to Hunter. Hunter to Dietz. There's Liam. Back to Hunter. There they go. They're moving the puck pretty well right now. Patrick throws it across. Here's Dietz with the puck. Dietz shoots. That goes wide. Are they going to keep it out of the zone? I don't believe so. Here comes Hunter. He has to get the puck right now. Hunter's wheeling around, getting speed. He's going to keep going. Keeps the puck in, and then they throw it back out. There's Dietz. Dietz up to Hunter. Hunter behind Grants. But they get over to Patrick. Patrick, a nice little move. That puck goes high. There's Cam with the puck. He pushing low. They pick it off. Here's Patrick. Patrick holds it in. He chips it off the boards and going deep. Here comes Grant. Grant, they can't get it across. Here comes Cam. Cam throws it over to Hunter. Jumps over his stick. There's Liam. And Grant. Hunter tried to go across over to Cam, and that gets out. They're going to dump it down here. And 45 seconds left in the power play. It's 3:47 left in the game. Moved the puck around fairly nice, but didn't really get any good scoring opportunities out of that. But looks like you have Flossner with Casper. It's Brady Johnson. And there's Beckett with the puck. Beckett shoots. Oh, that looked like it was going in, but hit a Centennial player. So it didn't make it to the net. It was a nice battle. It's Olsen battling. Here, Klossner gets control of the puck. Wow. They're able to lift his stick up, get it away. Beckett keeps it in. He throws it down over to Casper. Here's Casper. Nice little move. Back over to Beckett. Beckett's a hard shot. That just goes wide. Goalie did not see it. It was a nice screen there by Grady. Puck goes deep over to Olsen. There's Martin. Martin back to Beckett. Might as well shoot again. Shoots off a shin pad. Shin pad went right out to Brady Johnson's shot, and that was blocked again. There's Olsen. Olsen tried to feed it down low to Kloster. Couldn't. Here comes Centennial. Centennial coming on. And that is, now we're full strength here. It's Beckett with the puck. Beckett was behind his nets. They angled him fairly well into the boards, but he's going to go ahead and turn around so give him a shot. Here he goes. He cuts up, has a little speed. A little backhand pass over to Casper. Bounces over his stick. And here comes Centennial. They throw it off the boards, and Martin has the puck. Martin, nice little move, throws it up to Hunter. Pretty physical game here. They're really throwing their body. Here comes Becker with the puck. Becker takes the hit and gets knocked off. Hunter pitched it up over to Grant. Grant Beauregard, he still has the puck. Here's a 2-on-1. He has Casper. Oh, tried to feed him. Casper is positioning for the one-timer, and Grant is positioning where he's going to pass it his backhand. So he's going to misread each other. It's still a nice opportunity to go up and down the ice here. Puck's dumped at backhand. There's Casper skating after the puck. Here's a pinch by Deitz. Deitz goes and he keeps it in. Centennial throws it around the other way. There's Hunter and Patrick over there. Centennial gets it out, and they're going to dump the puck in. Minneapolis will go back. Will be Deitz. Deitz is a backhand pass, misread. Is Brady. Brady loses control of the puck here to the pass. But Deitz there to have him. Deitz tries to throw on the other end. It's Kuntz. All right, so here's Liam Downey. Downey's looking across far ice. Loses control of the puck. Still onside. Centennial with it. Downey putting pressure. Johnson came to help. There's a little one-on-one here on Patrick. Patrick pushes number 10 from Centennial off. These guys still got it all through out in front. Nice backhand, big save by Theo. And we got a hooking call on, I believe, Minneapolis. Given where the face-off is. That's Deitz. Liam Deitz is going 2 minutes for hooking. 52 seconds left here in the first period. Still a 0-0 game. Foster taking the face off. We have Olsen out there. Beckett. And this Cam Hunt. Nice save by Theo. Push over Martin. Martin rings it off the glass. Foster nearly had a breaker there. He picked off the, they tried to keep it in off his chest. Minneapolis is going to pitch it off the glass again. It does go out. Here comes Foster putting pressure. They go D to D. Neutralize zone. They're coming back here on a 3-1. Still stays in the zone. Centennial. Nice pressure by Grady. Centennial throws it in. Here comes Beckett. It's a little bit of pressure on him. He's going to put it high. Brings it through neutral ice. No icing. Hit off the Centennial player's skate. He was thinking it's going to be icing, and Grady is the first one to the puck. Grady throws it to Martin. Martin hit off a skate, goes wide. Centennial now with the puck. Centennial tried to chip it out. Cam Hunt was on it. Keep it in. And that's the end of the first period, 0-0.
How's it 0-0?
Because nobody scored. Yeah. Crazy myself. And they have put me out there in front of all these schools.
That's where I did, yeah.
And basically says you're there. And look around and says, where? And it's all the fronts of all these schools. So I went down as a filling station. I pulled in there and said, where's the other school? This is just right down in one block. You can't miss it.
Hi, Grandma. Hi,
So I
Mama.
went back
Hi,
down the street.
Albertito.
I went behind all the foundations.
Hi,
Like 4
Grandma.
miles of school.
Hi, Mama.
Yeah. And then I made a right turn, and I drove, and there was a truck coming out. The law was drive all the way around the backside, and then eventually got me. But I was ready to push the button and go for all of it. There's no ice around here.
Yeah, did you get my call or see my call? Oh.
There's this game
And-
actually getting exciting.
Coming up here, again, I must have had 15 turns. Once I got off 35.
That's a lot. Even coming in here, it's still
Yeah, it is. Nice to meet you. It is nice. It's nice I've never done it before. Yeah, that's great.
All right, we're back here. They got 13 minutes on the clock here. Second period, 0-0. Minute and 8 seconds left on Deitz's penalty. So Centennial has a power play. And it looks like Casper's taking the face off right now. Casper wings that cleanly back over to Beckett. Beckett can go behind the net, eat some clock up here. He does a backhand high in the ice. Defenseman uses glove to try to keep it in, but it goes out. So they're going to regroup here in center ice. They chip up the head. Misplays. Here comes Beckett. Beckett over to Casper. Casper at the puck. Casper over to Hunter. Hunter loses it. Casper has it. Pretty good. This is a penalty kill right now. They're having a little bit of offensive opportunity. Oh, Hunter can't hang on to that. Brings out a stick, and here comes Centennial. Centennial. They get knocked off, and here comes Casper putting pressure on them. They ring off the boards. Here comes Hunter. Hunter keeps it in. Hunter pushes that in. Casper gets that. They kind of held on the stick a little bit. They didn't call it. And now Centennial has the puck. They try to go off the boards. And Casper is able to keep it in, throws it opposite side. And here comes Centennial. That should be an icing call. And it is an icing. We are full strength here with 11:47 here in the second period, 0-0. Probably 5 minutes into the first period, Minneapolis has a decent opportunity for scoring. Other than that, both goalies are not a lot of challenging shots, but they're handling them well. So they're handling the rebounds well. Face off right now. That's Grant. Grant shoots. He passes it over to Brady. Brady shot. And there's Downey. Downey over to Grant. Grant plays it right out to Brady and a goal. Tic-tac-toe. That was a beautiful, beautiful pass. A nice little one-timer from Brady Johnson. So with 11:37 here, Minneapolis went up 1-0. That is Grant Bodegard over to Brady Johnson here. Minneapolis with the lead. Lines are going to stay the same. No line change. Here's a face-off. Grant wins that. Here's Downey. Downey pushes that over to Patrick. Patrick tried to get out of the cut. Here's a face-off. Another nice control of the rebound there by Theo. Pushes that in the corner. There's a little bit of headshot on Dietz. They throw it out to the D. It's a one-timer shot. That's just wide. Brady throws that up, and Centennial's in control. It's too hard on him. Grant putting some pressure. Centennial goes ahead, is going to enter the zone. Dietz throws that out. Here's Downey. Downey battling. Patrick with the puck. Patrick off the boards. Centennial will go ahead and regroup here. Centennial throws it in, and they're saying a hit off of Minneapolis. No ice. And Dietz has one on him hard. He smartly stops behind the net, looks the other way, goes off the boards right to the Centennial player. And Minneapolis tried to find Hunter through the middle. And they're going to call a penalty on... Well, we're going to call that on Centennial, so... Minneapolis power play. They got a 1-0 lead here, 10:32. It was Brady Johnson who put us on the board. The second power play of the game. Last time they moved the puck around well, but just miss a couple passes where they have a better scoring opportunity. We'll see how this one goes here. So you have Grady, Travis, Casper, and you got Martin, and that should be Beckett, I believe. That's over there. Here comes Martin with the puck. Martin throws that in right over to Grady. Grady shoots, but goes off the shin pad. Here comes Hunter. Hunter off the boards over to Beckett. Beckett back over to Hunter. Hunter back over to Beckett. Beckett shoots. That just goes wide, and that's going to ring around the boards and go up out of their zone. Olsen has one out on hard. He's going to go ahead. He's going to turn up with some speed. 1-on-3 right now. Goes through the middle. Nice, tried for a nice little highlight reel goal. Puck went wide. And it's Casper battling down there. Hunter now has control. Hunter miscommunication again there. And Minneapolis throwing the puck out. Here comes Olsen with the puck. Olsen. Nice pass over to Grady. Grady just wide. Okay, here comes Casper. He's going to shoot. Takes a shot, cuts in. We got 54 seconds left here in the power play. Casper shoots, blocker save. Right out front. Can Olsen keep it in? He can't. And they're getting a line change here. Theo throws it right up to Beckett. Beckett quickly turns around. He's going to get some speed here. He has a good shot here. See if he can get that one off. Good stick. He throws it out in the middle. Centennial intercepts it. Olsen can't keep, or that's not Olsen, that's it's Casper. There's Cam. Cam throws that puck right over to Deitz. Deitz shoots wide. That's Brady with the puck. Brady throws it over to Patrick. Patrick cuts to the middle. They're going to go ahead and settle things down. You've got 7 seconds left in power play. They throw to Deitz. Deitz throws that over to Cam. Cam throws it behind the net and is full strength now. Some better opportunity. Yeah, what we're doing there, boys. Okay, here we come. So here comes Deitz. Deitz crosses the red line, goes off the glass in that end. And Teddy goes D to D off. Then here comes Downey. Downey putting pressure. Teddy throws another. It's a pinch by Patrick. They get it around him. Here comes Deitz coming across ice. He's able to use his skate and break up that. Here comes Downey at the puck. Downey's in a carry. It's a 2-on-2 right now. There's Cam with them. Tries to go in deep. Can't get it in. Centennial quickly turns around and they're coming up ice. As Minneapolis goes off the glass. Centennial does a regroup. Centennial coming back in. And that's to be an offsides. 7:26 here in the second period. Minneapolis 1, Centennial nothing.
Travis has got to stand by that.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, he's feeling better. There's face-off won by Minneapolis. They push it up to Hunter. Hunter cuts across. He can cut through, goes around the net, circles. Throws that puck right over. There's another rebound. That was a rebound by Casper. I believe that was a shot. We're going to take both guys. So still 5-on-5 here. That's Grant. That pass throw to Casper to get decent opportunity. So 7:08 here in the second period. 5-on-5 hockey. Olsen and Kais back at D. Got Downey, Grant Beauregard taking the face-off, and Travis Hunter off the left. It's 5-on-5. Minneapolis is now changing. They're putting, I think that's Cam Hunt off to the right wing now. He's a face-off by Grant. Grant wins. He's in actually quite well here, the face-off. So those percentages, but it seems pretty high. Beckett shoots that, comes right off the Cam. Cam shoots. Hunter can't hang on to that. He throws it out front. Can't get across. Beckett quickly. That puck goes wide. It's Hunter with the puck. Hunter throws that. Didn't pass it hard enough. Try to give it over to Beckett. Beckett's going to settle things down here. Going behind his own net. There he goes. He's making his way. Oh, he's trapped. That's an easy call. And with 6:45 here in the second period, Minneapolis will go on its third power play. They're moving the puck well. Second power play, a little bit better opportunity, but hopefully this third one they can bury one. Well, they have a good girls club here sometime. Here comes Centennial up here at the puck. They're pushing to the middle. That's Liam was able to poke chuck that away. Centennial shoots. That goes wide. Puck's dumped in deep. Here comes Patrick. Patrick has a little bit of time. He's going to throw that up. I think that was a Downey. Here comes Patrick again. He throws that up over to Brady. Brady up to Grady. And they're able to get a stick on that, get out. It's Brady Johnson. Brady passes that over to Liam Downey. Liam dumps that on. Here comes Liam and Brady putting pressure on. We're minute 18 here in the power play. Here comes Grady at the puck. Well, Grady was trying to go across. Couldn't get enough on there. Here comes Centennial. Nice stick by Grady. And Centennial pushes that in here. We're a minute left here in the power play. Having some issues right now. And they had a shot, big save by Theo. Here comes Downey with the puck. Downey crosses the 1-on-4 right now. They're getting a line change. Here comes Grady, jumps in there. Centennial takes the puck away. Then he'll come up the ice here. We're going to dump the puck in here. We're going to have probably one chance to come up and down the ice. If we can get control, which we don't get control, Centennial will get first to the puck here. And here comes Minneapolis. Try to go cross ice to Travis. They can't. They throw it out front here. We got 20 seconds left here in the power play. They're going to regroup here.
Good job, boy.
You can't go up that way. They're taking it away. So Liam smartly turns around, throws it over to Downey. Downey loses that. Oh, come across ice here. Comes Hunter with the puck, and it's full strength now. Hunter throws that back over to Deitz. Deitz off the boards. He's back down for Hunter. Hunter goes off the boards over to... That's Beckett. Beckett comes down. Oh, top shelf. Two familiar names from last year's team. That was Travis Hunter over to Beckett Keist with 4:20 here in the second period. Minneapolis goes 2-0.
That was a nice shot.
That was a good shot. The goalie hardly even moved on that. All right, 2-0 here. Got Cam Hunt taking the face-off. You got Johnson and you got Downey. They're all first year. It's a first-year line, I thought. Here comes Beckett. Beck's going to try to do it again. He cuts out. There he goes. He's slowing the game down. Perker over to Cam Hunt. Cam, one-timer just off the wrong part of the blade. And here comes... That's on Martin. Martin goes and knocks the defender off. Martin now with the puck. He goes behind the net. Throws it out front. And here comes Cam Hunt. He's going to go ahead and dump that in. And he's the first one to get it. Tries it over to Brady. Brady tried to go behind the net. Broken up. Here comes Centennial moving up the ice. Good stick by Martin. Centennial regains control. Nice move. They come in on a 2-on-1. Big save there by Theo. 3:30 here in the second period. Minneapolis 2, Centennial 0. Goals are scored by Beckett Keist and Brady Johnson. A line change here. Grant the face-off push over to Hunter. Comes Hunter. Hunter has a 2-on-1. He's going to go ahead and push another. He has Casper and... He's looking for Casper and then decided to get a shot off. And goalie makes a save here. 3:21. Here comes Grant on the face-off. Grant pushes it over. Back to the D. And it's back to Hunter. Tries to cut to the middle and can't. Centennial, they tip it up. You can see Theo's good at the stick, so he doesn't mind handling the puck. That's up to Hunter. Hunter can't control it. Here comes Casper. Casper dangles in the middle. Still has it. Still has the puck. There's Hunter. That's over to Grant. Grant tries to put that in deep. Defenseman gloves it down. Goes off the boards. Back to Hunter. And he's going to ice it. And we're 2:33 here left in the second period. You got Cam Hunt in the face-off. Cam. Beckett had to try to flip it out off the shoulder of a Centennial player. Centennial throws that back down. There's Martin on the player. Centennial throws it out front. The D gets it. One-timer. Big save by Theo. And here we go. That puck gets jumped out of the zone. I think they're going to wave off the ice, in which they do. And there's Beckett, first one. Hard. Oh, nobody took his spot when he skated up, and they got a breakaway here. Big blocker save by Theo. Beckett throws that up. It's picked off. Minneapolis putting pressure on the D, which they can't control in our end, so it's thrown out. Nice pressure there by Cam. Cam's still on it. Centennial controls the puck. You throw cross ice, which works. You get Paris Martin to come across. You can Beckett sliding across. You put pressure. Slides on the ice. Glove save by Theo. Comes Centennial. Centennial throws it. Theo guides the puck into the corner here. And that should be Beckett right there. And he's going to go ahead and just get an icing here. So 1:23 here in the second period. 2-0 Minneapolis. Not a big enough lead to get too cute. No. Got a line change out there. Here comes Grant. That's Grady. Yep, Grady in the face-off. So Grady does here in this face-off. He does. He wins that. Pushes it back in the end. Dykes tries to throw it off. It's picked off by Centennial. Centennial has the puck. They throw it right out the middle. They had a guy there. Still a bit of a scrap. Still, Minneapolis comes out. There's Hunter at the puck. Hunter's going to try to cut through the middle. Passes that right over. Oh, fair to Grady is a big save. And they're going to come out, and it's Patrick with the puck. Patrick throws it in over to Hunter. He can't hang on to that. Into the middle. It's Casper putting some pressure on. Hunter stripped up there. And there's Centennial, and Minneapolis now is the puck. There's Patrick. Patrick goes around the boards, and Centennial get to it first. They cut in the middle. Right out front, Hunter picks that up. He's going to come to the middle, and he's going to go ahead and dump and get a line change. And Casper's on it. Let's see if Casper can come out with that puck. Good pressure he has, good stick. And Centennial has it. They're pushing across the boards. Nice rub out there by Grant. And looks like it's Grant the puck. And Martin will go back to get the puck, and that's the end of the second period. Still Minneapolis 2, Centennial 0.
Do we know? Do they only have the ice until 8:50?
Do they have it till 8:50?
It was supposed to be 7:50 to 8:50 is what was on the schedule.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure the referees will leave at 8:50.
But they didn't even resurface the ice, so they should give us a couple extra minutes.
I want to see.
That's 10 minutes worth of time.
You kind of get accustomed to longer games. It's an hour.
Well, right, so I'm just wondering if they're going to put a run clock of like 11 minutes up right now, because that would put us to 50.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about it right now, I guess. I do now. Call coming up here. So they have the old grip. You know, they put the new grip on the gutters. They're supposed to. It's done now, right? Everything's complete. There's a shingle area. Supposedly he's going to do a walk around this week.
Yeah, looks like 11 minutes.
Well, Centennial has the ice for 1 hour, so an hour is all we're going to get here. A little bit of a shortened Bantam game, but so we get 11 minutes run time if it goes to that. You got 10 minutes, 8:40 right now, so non-conference. Tomorrow's a conference game. Face off. There's Grant. Grant wins it again. I don't know. I imagine he's like an 80% win rate right now on the face-off. He's doing quite well. Brady Johnson. Brady, he's able to put pressure and break up that pass. Centennial gets control of the puck again. They go cross ice. They're going to come on Martin. And Martin does a good job putting pressure. They don't catch the red line, so they dump it in. Here comes Grant. Grant rings it around the board over to Beckett. Beckett chips up to Brady. Brady just hopped over his stick in Centennial. And Alex Beckett, he's still going. It's like a running back in football. He hands the puck. He's feeling good. Here comes as a backhand. It just goes wide. Grant was filling in for him as he made his rush. We appreciate your service there, Grant. And here comes Centennial now with the puck. That puck is dumped in. Line change Minneapolis. Grant's going to go ahead and skate in, put a little bit of pressure on there. Here comes Centennial, breaks out. They're cutting through the middle. And that should be, well, he didn't make the red line. They're going to wave off the icing. Here comes Patrick with the puck. Patrick does a reversal. Then he does a double reversal with the pass, goes behind over to, that's Martin. Martin throws it up. That gets it out of the zone. Try to find Casper. And neutralize, regroup by Centennial. They cut in. They go across ice. Cut in the middle. They shoot. Grant breaks that up. He's going to go ahead and dump it out so he can get a line change. Comes Cam. Oh, Cam nearly had that puck picked off. Centennial now comes across. They don't have numbers. We have the numbers. Here comes Grady. Grady tried to throw it up to Casper. Centennial goes cross ice. They're doing a decent job controlling the perimeter, but they're not really getting into the dirty areas to get good scoring opportunities right now. They go ahead and throw it off the boards. That was Cam fighting for it and keeps it in. That's Casper. Casper in the corner. Centennial gets the puck. They push it up. They throw it up the middle. That's broken. Broken by Cam Hunt. Here comes Centennial. Centennial tried to push it behind the defenseman to get around. He couldn't. Good job by Dietz. Dietz goes ahead and rubs him off in the corner. Here comes Patrick. Patrick throws that right into the skates of Hunter. Puck goes out. Dietz has plenty of time here. He's going to look. Read by Ford there with Liam. The guy's going one way and the other guy went the other way. Here comes Centennial to throw it out. Just off the shin pads of Casper. He's going to dump that in. And Centennial now with the puck. They go cross ice. And that's right over to Beckett. Beckett comes in. Beckett goes wide. Centennial tried to look to throw it in the middle. Beckett keeps it in. Shoots that deep, goes wide. Comes Downey the puck. Downey tried to go right to the net. That was picked off. Centennial goes cross ice behind the net. They're trying to do a breakout. It's not working off and try to throw it up the middle. Beckett keeps it in. Nice hard shot. And that's a goal. That's Beckett Kite's second goal of the game. Shot from the point. Beauty of a shot. They say his dad taught him that shot.
All right, told him. I think he scored 2 points.
That's his son. The second goal. He was the one for the top corner.
I
That's been screened? I guess the goalie was screened. I'm not quite sure. There's Minneapolis wins the face-off. They push it back over to Dietz. Dietz off the boards over to Patrick. Patrick off the boards to Dietz. Dietz, he's trying to find Casper real quickly. Lost control, but we get control of the puck. We got it back up. Here comes Casper. Casper on a 1-on-2. He's going to try to go in the middle. And they broke it up. And here comes Centennial coming back up, but we got numbers again, so shouldn't be an issue, which it isn't. Here comes Brady putting pressure on it. Brady Johnson had our first goal of the game. Let's see if he can get his second goal here. Here comes Casper. Casper has a couple goals this season. He cuts to the middle, and he gets taken down. Should be a penalty. They're not going to call it here. We've got 6:43 here, running time. Running time here, 3-0 Minneapolis. We can hang on to this. This will put us a 2-1-2 record for the season. Tomorrow night we have Armstrong Cooper, first conference game. Here's the face-off. Here's Grant. Grant wins it again. He goes to Cam. Cam throws that in the corner. Grant, let's go ahead and put pressure on it. Grant pins it in its corner. Here comes Cam. Cam's working on it. Cam gets control. Now Grant has. Grant throws it right out front, tries to find Downey. Couldn't, but Downey has the puck. He throws it right back in. Centennial picks it off. In the corner, in the right-hand corner for Centennial, they go off the glass to get it out. Martin keeps it in. Martin shoot goes off the shin pad. You got a battle. Here comes Grant. You got Martin, and you got Cam in there. There's Grant. Grant wins it back to Beckett. Beckett goes ahead and snaps it down into the zone. Here comes Grant and Liam on, hard on the puck. Nice breakup by Centennial to get out there. Nice hit by Martin. Here comes Grant. Grant circling. He's going to go ahead and dump that puck in deep in the zone. Get a line change. You got Downey back there. Downey putting pressure. Bounces up. Here comes Patrick. Patrick with the puck. Patrick cuts the middle. Patrick goes around the net. He throws it over to Martin. And Centennial goes ahead and gains control of the puck here. Here comes Centennial. Coming down. Yeah, good. Last game we won, we beat Rosemont 2-0, so these are 2.5 periods of shutout. Well, we're at 5.5 periods of shutout for Theo. Here comes Hunter with the puck. Hunter shoots, and that's a goal. And Travis Hunter, first goal of the year. You want that one? You want that save? Here's a face-off. This Grady wins. Oh, sorry. There's a puck dump in. Here comes Hunter. Sorry, I was chit-chatting about the last goal here. This puck's in the corner, and that's Hunter. Hunter pushes that right out to Casper. And bing, bing, bing. There we go. That is Casper's first goal of the game. I think third goal of the season. Travis Hunter's second assist of the game. And I was all in the same shift. I get a line change now. It's going to be a tough act to follow. 2 goals in 1 shift. The boys are feeling good here with a 5-0 lead. 3:40 left here in the game. Here comes Downey. Downey pushes that deep. You got Downey, Grant. You got Cam Hunt. This Grant tried to feed it over to Cam. It's picked off. Here's Centennial battling in the corner right now. And here comes Matt. Oh, beautiful little move there. Tried to wrap around the goalie. Couldn't get a handle on it. This Cam putting pressure. Centennial throws it up. They throw it right out to Dice. Dice keeps that on. And nice little backhand by Grant. Throws that in. Here comes Centennial. Centennial pushes ahead. Here comes Grant. We're really controlling the puck. They're not really seeing much ice in our zone right now. Nice hit by Patrick. Here comes Dice. Dice over to Downey. Downey throws that in up the ice, and Centennial player does a cute little move between the skates, but then he's quickly knocked into the boards here by Minneapolis. Grant's going to throw that out. I don't think that has enough legs to go in the icing, so it's not going to make it. We get a line change. We got 2:20 here left in the third period. And a 5-0 lead. Here comes Martin with the puck. Here comes Casper. Casper is trying to find Grady, but Brady has the puck. Brady Johnson. He throws it out. Picked off. Here comes Beckett. Beckett going for the hat trick. Oh, that was blocked. Centennial player had out. He had about a 4-stride breakaway until Beckett caught up to him and knocked the puck away at the stick. And here, knockers Minneapolis. Oh, this Casper thought he had a guy off the right. We got offsides here. We're going to stop the clock here. So it's 8:50. Technically, the game probably is over. The refs are going to let us have the rest of this game here. We've got a minute 45 here in the third period. Here comes Grant. Grant wins that face-off again. That's the Downey. Grant's going to dump that in. And looks like Hunter's going to be first in the puck. He's hooked. And He gets knocked out the puck. Centennial gets control of it. Send it right up. Here comes Downey. Downey shoots. Oh, right there. A couple swipes at the rebound. A couple nice saves by the goalie here. 1:23 here in the third period. Actually, a little surprised with the score of the game. They just don't let the clock run down here. But it's nice the refs to stick around here, and they're going to let the boys play here. Some bonus time here. Comes Deitz. Deitz shoots. It's Hunter. Hunter at the screen. Hunter couldn't get another save by the goalie. It's a shot. Oh, nice save there. It was a beautiful shot by Patrick, and the goalie last second saw it and was able to get a blocker on it. And Centennial's able to get out. Here comes Deitz, goes back. Deitz off the boards to Downey. Downey up to Hunter. Hunter shoots that just a bit outside. And Centennial now comes back up. Deitz right out front. Oh, it's just wide. There's 44 seconds left here. They're trying to ruin Theo's shutout. And the Apple throws it right out to Centennial. That shot didn't make it. It was blocked and went wide of the net. So here we got a little bit of a battle. I don't know who's back here. Centennial comes out with it. They try to go across, which Patrick was able. There he comes Deitz. Deitz over to Downey. Downey's going to tries to throw it in the middle. Hit off the Centennial skate, and the Apple's able to dump it down. Here comes Patrick down on. They got 10 seconds left. Here comes Cam. Cam throws it in. And hopefully we just see the time up here. And Theo's second shutout. And second consecutive shutout here. 5-0 win, Minneapolis. They go 2-1-2. Tomorrow they have Armstrong Cooper tomorrow night at Northeast.
I think so.
Think so.